high and come low. Hey, can you clear, please? I want to go on the run. Outside hand, that's it. Outside hand, go. Go, Haley. 5 seconds.
And that's in. This time it's Callahan. And that forces the timeout. Dukes all of a sudden on top by 3. It's been all Dukes for these past 5 quarters. York Sports Network, your place for all York sports. We'll be right back after this timeout break. Here we go. Hilltoppers looking to beat the press, which they did so well in that first half. Really shows the difference of a girl like Adrianopoulos on the bench. That's a missed open mid-range jumper. They have not been able to generate those same looks inside, and all of a sudden it's the Dukes just wanting more in transition. What a block! You don't see that every day. That's Tess Farnham, the junior, getting up and just swatting it away. Katie Sosa recovers on the offensive end. Dukes now up by 5. All of a sudden, this Hilltoppers team struggling with the press. Come out of half looking like a completely different squad. They need Adrianopoulos back in the game, and they need it now. Tegan Roach taking advantage of the height disadvantage from the Hilltoppers with Adrianopoulos on the bench. Dukes now 8 unanswered points to open the half. Hilltoppers finally able to get through the press. What will they do with it? They'll throw up a lousy look, and the Dukes will go the other way with speed yet again. You could tell Rufus saw something he liked at the half in transition, and the Dukes are capitalizing in every way possible. That's Emerson Donlinger with some more transition points. Dukes on top by 9. Rufus with the halftime adjustment of a lifetime. All of a sudden, this Dukes team seems far outmatched. For this Hilltoppers team, it's another transition play. Here come the Dukes. And that's a clear double dribble. No doubt about that one. She could have got it down to the baseline. She would have had an open Katie Sosa in the corner. But you can't pick up your dribble and dribble it again down there. Now it's the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers really got to do better in the transition on defense. Now they're getting some transition points of their own. No. That was way too hard off the backboard. And you could tell Donlinger is tired. Just dribbles it off her own foot there out of bounds. That was Murphy looking to get it in. She had a hot first quarter, been quiet ever since. Gets it to junior on the sophomore team, Tess Farnham. Farnham to Wharton in the corner. You hear Coach Lavelle saying, don't force it, guys. They clearly have been looking for those looks on the corner / baseline this half. They just haven't been there. That toes over the line. That's a deep 2. Very deep 2. Good look, but would like to get that foot behind the line there. Now here come the Dukes. Katie Sosa. She's been so electric this season. That's a great heads-up feed to the corner. Offense will reset. Open from the corner. That's Donlinger. Doesn't have enough meat on the ball there. Can't get it to the rim. Hilltoppers looking to continue on that momentum from the last possession. They get a wide open 3. Quick to pull it. Also quick to miss it is number 11, Tess Farnham. Sosa. You can tell these Dukes are a bit gassed. You see Coach Rufus quickly pointing to his bench, seeing if people are ready to get in. We've seen a couple careless mistakes now from the tired Dukes. Nonetheless, Dukes go on a 10-0 run to start the half. That 10-0 run turns into a 10-2 run. However, Dukes on top, 30-23. This third quarter has been nothing but Lady Dukes. If you're just tuning in, Dukes 30, Hilltoppers 23. Special night for the Dukes. Of course, this is the sophomore fair, but we do have senior night for the varsity team later tonight. Myself and Gavin Hughes will be on the call. But as for the game at hand, Aegis Switek, York Sports Network, will be right back after this timeout break. And back from the timeout. Hilltoppers trying to beat this press. Who's going to step up for this Hilltoppers team? Nobody is, apparently. That's a steal for the Dukes and a sloppy transition feed. Rufus could do nothing but shake his head after that one. And that's another D2. I mean, these Hilltoppers are knocking them down, but maybe take a step back and get the extra point. Nonetheless, they'll take any points on the board they could get. Oh, and that's a great inside feed. That backdoor cut, just absolutely gorgeous. Number 22, Emily Daly. I mean, that's just textbook. And that's a 5-second. Maybe not. It's a bit of confusion there. And Rufus forced to call a timeout. There was definitely confusion out there. Coach Rufus trying to yell a play call to the girls. It didn't seem like everyone picked up on it. People were confused with the possession of the ball. Nonetheless, Duke's on top by 7. Timeout charge to Coach Rufus. This will be a short one, only 30 seconds. York Dukes basketball will be right back after this 30-second timeout. The Hilltoppers really extending this huddle out of the York Dukes timeout. Must have seen something they didn't like as well there. The Dukes line up to get it in. A little confusion from Wangler on where to pass it in. Gets to the right spot on the baseline. The play call certainly. They get an open 3 ball. That's got to fall in for Allison Sheehan, but that's a great offensive board. That's just a good hustle from the Dukes. But Hilltoppers get the Glenbard West bounce there. It's going in their direction. That's a floater. And that's a great look after it sat on the rim for what felt like ages. That's good from Allie Murphy. Murphy, only a freshman. Certainly a veteran look there. That was a nice floater. That's high off the glass. That shot never had even a shot of going in. Right after that, you can see Rufus wanting to get Chloe Schiller right back in the game. Schiller checks in for Allison Sheehan. Her second foul now. Lead to Hilltoppers basketball, now trailing by a mere 5. You know, we've had to see what the Hilltoppers could do without Andrianopoulos. She's back out there now on the outside, and it just makes such an impact. It forces another timeout from Coach Rufus. You can see Katie Sosa much more confused on what to do with Andrianopoulos out there. She is such a force to stop. No matter where she is, you need a body on her, and it's really got this Hilltoppers team right back in the game. She is the difference maker. Andrianopoulos and the Hilltoppers look to come back from this 3-point deficit. Duke's on top, 32-29 over the Hilltoppers. Senior night coming up after this game. But for right now, York Sports Network will be right back after this timeout break. And we're back. Coach Rufus's timeout comes to a close. Likely drawing up something to try to get in the way of Andrianopoulos. Just having her on the floor seemed to be a worry here for the Dukes. But now it's the Dukes trying to get their way back on the offensive end, and they don't. That hits nothing but the back of the rim, and now it's the Hilltoppers going the other way. It is Andrianopoulos, spinning layup just off the backboard, but that's a great recovery from Andrianopoulos. She traveled. Andrianopoulos with a bit of a careless play there. Out of the game comes Allie Murphy In comes Tess Farnham for the Hilltoppers. That'll be interesting. Allie Murphy's done a great job of beating this press. When she's been out, it's been rough for the Hilltoppers in terms of beating the press. Now here comes Sosa. Sosa looking to extend this Duke's lead. She might do just that. No, wow, that took a very unfortunate bounce. You hear the audible shock from the few parents in the crowd. It was like a just utter shock there. I mean, that seemed like it was going to go. Sosa now applying the pressure on Farnham, who's forced to give it up to Nimiscott. That's another travel. How many times are the Hilltoppers going to travel before they call a timeout to right the ship? Only time will tell. Head coach Melly Lavelle choosing to be a bit more cautious with the timeout usage, wants to save some for the fourth quarter. Can't blame her, but at some point you've got to right the wrongs, especially after that many travels in a row on the offensive end. Now as the Dukes looking to finally capitalize over one of those errors, I think that might be a reason the timeouts haven't came out of the pocket. The Dukes all of a sudden can't score. Sosa to the corner. That's open and that's in. Great shot from Chloe Schiller. Gets the Dukes right back up by 6, exactly what the doctor ordered for the York Dukes. Hilltoppers all of a sudden with all sorts of pressure on them to score here. It's Farnham looking to give it up and can't. Great play by the Dukes. That was nearly a travel, but a good recovery from Emily Daly. Here come the Dukes going the other way. That's Daly Wangler. Wangler all the way to the rim. That one never had a shot. Threw it way too hard off the glass. Scratches her head a bit after that one. That was a head-scratching look there. Now it's the Hilltoppers. Farnham. Nearly an over and back. Great recovery. Duke's got to hustle to grab that ball, and that's exactly what Rufus is telling him right now. Kudzalo. Is that another travel? It is. This is getting unreal, the amount of travels that we've seen from the Hilltoppers. 2.2 seconds left. Are the Dukes magicians? Do they have a bit of magic in their pocket? Looking for any kind of fun that they could get. Almost give up I mean, that was a great heads-up play from Adrianopoulos. Almost just give up an absolutely treacherous look. That would have killed any and all momentum. But the Dukes maintain the momentum. Now on top by 6. Coach Rufus with some absolutely fantastic adjustments at halftime to get the Dukes on top by 6 right now. And in other news, you see on the sideline, that's a Hilltopper. Looks to be working on some form of leg there. Looks to be the left leg of Allie Murphy that got tweaked. Murphy, only a freshman, has done a great job looking like a veteran out there to beat this press. Nonetheless, 7 minutes left. Dukes on top by 6. Coach Rufus and company looking to close out this game for a big W against the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. York Sports Network, your place for all York sports. We'll be right back after this timeout break. That's Hilltopper Allie Murphy still talking to a trainer on the sideline. Hopefully all is well there. But the Hilltoppers will look to pick up a win with one of their better starters on the sideline for God knows how long. Here come the Hilltoppers. Inside. It's a good look. Karina Kudzilo now will shoot to the line to shoot 2. These are huge free throws. Hilltoppers really need to slow down this Duke's momentum. First one, quite the line drive, if you will. Not enough arc on that one. Couldn't get it to go. The second one, after hitting the rim a few times, another low arcing shot is able to fall. That was a bit of a miraculous make there. Now the Dukes are going to have to try to find an answer. What answers do they have up their sleeve? Katie Sosa gives it to a wide open shooter. That's not an answer. Couldn't find the answer on that possession, and here come the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers the other way. That's Nimsicant to Farnham. Farnham inside to Adrianopoulos. Adrianopoulos gives it up. That's a mid-range jumper off the mark. Rebound goes to the Dukes. No, it's ripped. That's Karina Kazulu. She should have put that one up herself. But she gets it to Adrianopoulos after going through a few Dukes defenders. That's a great defensive rebound from Tegan Roach. Careless pass there. Looks like it was tipped. Good ball. That'll be Gia Mullis looking to pass it in. Dukes in a typical stack type formation there. It works out to get the ball into Donlinger, reset the offense up top of Sosa, but she doesn't want to reset it. She wants to shoot the 3 ball. Barely off the mark. It hasn't necessarily been Sosa's night, but we've seen how electric she truly can be. Nearly a kickball, but it is an over and back violation. No doubt about that one. Tess Farnham dribbled that on the wrong side of the court there. Now you see Karina Kazulu coming out of the game. They're opting to get even more height and size in there with Madison Hunter, the freshman forward for the Hilltoppers. Mullis giving to Sosa. Sosa off the screen from Roach. Donlinger with the floater. No. Rebound Hilltoppers. Going the other way is Nimsicant. Nimsicant wearing the also-famous number 23. We've seen so many great players at so many levels wear number 23 to the point where it's almost rare to see a team without a number 23 for the Dukes. It's star forward / guard Katie Sosa. She really can do it all, so you got to list her as both. Do-it-all player Katie Sosa now with the ball and looking to drive. She's going all the way inside. You can tell she wants it. Too hard off the backboard. Bounces a few times off the front iron and misses. That's Adrianopoulos trapped. Good recovery there by Adrianopoulos to keep the Hilltoppers in possession of the basketball. Possession arrow also does face the Hilltoppers if it does get down to a potential jump ball. That's something to watch here at the end of the game. Nearly an over and back. That's a risky inbound. No need to toy with a half line like that. And that's a recovery by the Dukes. Only 5 minutes to go. Dukes on top by 5. Here they go. Katie Sosa. Sosa to Donlinger. Donlinger to the corner. That's a great heads-up play. Bit of delay. That was clearly York Dukes basketball, but nonetheless, a good job by Sydney Nimsicant. Get in the way and disrupt the Dukes. Just make them reset this offense. To the sideline goes Adrianopoulos. Questionable decision there. She must be gassed because she has played well. So interesting to put one of your hottest players on the sideline at this point in the game. Duke shot just up the mark. Offensive rebound goes to Sosa. Nearly throws it over and back, but it does end up with a Dukes reset of the offense. Donlinger in the corner. Donlinger passes it off. No. Wow. I mean, when Katie Sosa grabs that many offensive boards, something's got to go, and she gets it herself. Katie Sosa says, you know, if they can't get anything else to go, I'll do it myself. And just like that, it's York Dukes basketball yet again up by 7. This game started off all Hilltoppers. It looked like they could run away with it. Then Katie Sosa and company came back out of half, and they came back with a chip on their shoulder. Coach Rufus, whatever he drew up at the half worked. Sosa was wide open in the middle there. That's got to be a bounce pass from Wangler. Now Sosa can't get open. They do the same play twice, and now it's Donlinger. Donlinger, jump ball as mentioned earlier. That ball goes with the Hilltoppers. A much-needed possession arrow. They need to get something going here with only 4:12 to go in this fourth quarter. Here come the Hilltoppers. If you're just tuning in, Hilltoppers down by 7. They had an early lead, but the Dukes blemished it right out of the half. Went on a 10-0 run, and now it's Sosa in transition. This is what the Dukes have done so well in this second half. Sosa's had so many of those just miss. And it leads to Hilltoppers basketball. What are they going to do? They're going to nearly travel, but no, that's a foul on York Dukes number 44, Tegan Roach. And this appears to be a timeout, media timeout. Both teams will get a chance to talk it over. Hilltoppers trailing by 7 with 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter. York Sports Network, your place for all York sports. We'll be right back after this timeout break. And we're back. Hilltoppers in desperate need of some points. See Adrianopolis still on the bench for the Hilltoppers. Interesting decision. Means that they're likely going to try to score from outside rather than inside this time around. Farnham getting trapped at the half court, nearly risking a delay of game, but able to get it to Hunter. Hunter now being trapped. Gets it right back to Farnham. Farnham. Oh, that's a great feed. Oh, my goodness. Junior Tess Farnham putting on a show. That was just simply delightful on the passing end. And now the Dukes wasting no time of their own. Emerson Donlinger gets the Dukes right back up by 8, right when the momentum looked like it could have been shifting. Donlinger quiets it all. Nearly a jump ball, but that is a foul coming against the Dukes. Number 12, Emerson Donlinger. Only her second foul, but the Dukes now up to 5. Going to have to be careful if they don't want to put the Hilltoppers into a late bonus here with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Inside, that's got to go, and it does. Hilltoppers all of a sudden, Sydney Nimsakon's hot, and just at the right time. That's Katie Sosa. Sosa inside. Sosa. Oh, they get it outside. That's got to go, and it doesn't. All of a sudden, Hilltoppers with a chance to get it to a one-possession game late. And that's a travel. Would have been a ripped ball going in the Dukes' direction regardless. It's a great heads-up play there from McKenna Callahan to get the Dukes the basketball. Apply the pressure, those Glenbard West Hilltoppers. Wangler, she's had extensive playing time in this one. Got to be feeling it, but she gets a great feed to Emerson Donlinger. Donlinger gets it to go. Inside. Man, after she'd been feeling it quite a bit in the end of this fourth quarter, Nimsakon finally misses on the floater. Just over 2 minutes to go. Dukes on top by 8. Make it 10, Katie Sosa. Dukes running away with this one. Right when it looked like it was Hilltoppers all the way, Rufus clearly drew up something at the halftime period because these Dukes have been unstoppable in the second half. Here comes Wangler in the transition. Wangler turns it over. She's done that too many times now this game. Now it's the Hilltoppers. Nimsakon off the screen, gets it to Hunter. Hunter, floater, desperately needs it, but gets her own offensive board, tries to dribble it, tied up. Hunter through the pressure. These Hilltoppers refuse to go away. 1:30 to go. Dukes in no kind of rush. That was, if I'm being honest, that's a technical foul. Glenbard West head coach Molly Lavelle, unaware of the situation, tried to call a timeout. The refs let it slide. Dukes should be at the line shooting one and ball right now, but instead, Hilltoppers wind up with their own sloppy possession. Just a minute to go in this game now. Dukes on top by 8 with the ball. Now, head coach Molly Lavelle gets her timeout off. The Hilltoppers are going to need a bit of a miracle here. Who will be the hero for the Hilltoppers? Only time will tell. 1:06 to go. Duke's on top by 8. York Sports Network, your place for all York sports. We'll be right back after this timeout break. And we're back. Both teams in the huddle. Duke's break it down. They've been breaking it down earlier all day so far. Clearly, these extra seconds in the huddle haven't done too much for the Hilltoppers, still down by 8. Bit of confusion from the men and women in the black and white stripes. Now they get the pass-in location correct. Duke's basketball on top by 8. Hilltoppers will need an absolute miracle to come out with the win in this one. You know, Hilltoppers losing a basketball game, not something you're used to hearing this year. Of course, at the boys level, they have one of the greatest players in the state, Braden Huff. He's put on an absolute show. The boys game will be live streamed by Bobby Hessling and Ryan Piquel later tonight. Braden Huff, reminiscent almost of a Nate Shockey in his ability to take over a game, but he just has the height that Shockey never could bring. Huff, just an absolute mauler inside, and that's why this Glenbard West program is getting recognition at the state level. They're on everybody's radar, of course, ranked at the state level for boys. But for the girls, it will be senior night for this York Dukes team after this JV game. It will start at 6:30 sharp. We'll be able to get everything on the air. We'll get the emotions, everything from the seniors here at 6:30. Dukes look like they're coming away with this one. Hilltoppers had no intention of fouling. 10 seconds to go now. And here it goes. 5 seconds left. Dukes will dribble it out. Hilltoppers just didn't have enough gas left in the tank. Dukes 44, Hilltoppers 36. Great comeback. Coach Rufus, class act as always. Everyone's saying good game to the other squad. Dukes win by 8, and in a big way, a lot of these Dukes will be up to the varsity level next year. As for varsity, to reiterate, senior night starting at 6:30. That is 20 minutes from now. Senior night will be live on York Sports Network. But for now, AJ Switek, York Sports Network, signing off.